Okay, there are different kinds of ghostwriters, all right? There are the kinds of ghostwriters that are really writers, and they ghostwrite on the side, and they put their name on the book, and it's part of their package, and it's part of their status, and it's part of what they do. And so they take some money up front, and then they expect to get a piece of the action. I am the only person who's ever deconstructed how ghosts do what we do. So I wrote the definitive textbook on the subject. In fact, I wrote the only textbook on the subject. And I teach the only training program in the world. I teach it through Cal State Long Beach because they asked me to come teach through Cal State Long Beach. I teach my students not to take anything on the back end, not to put their name on the book, to take the money up front because that will help them maintain their objectivity. But I get paid whether the book sells or not, whether the book places or not, whether the book is taken seriously or not, except that my one guarantee, and this is what I teach all of my students, is if I work on your book, it will be given serious consideration it deserves in the marketplace. Ghostwriters charge by the project. Because when I get that fantastic idea of how to fix the structure at 2 o'clock in the morning, when I wake up in the dead of sleep, or while I'm in the shower, how would I charge that by the hour? All the hours of thought that went into that when I wasn't even aware of it. But when you start working on a book, you breathe the book, you get involved in the book, and you get involved in making sure that it's the author's book. It's the author's words, it's the author's concepts, it's the author's intent, and it's the author's perspective. All of that is part of ghostwriting. So I get paid by the project because a real ghostwriter, a traditional or certified ghostwriter, or a professional ghostwriter to put it that way, puts in a lot of time and effort. We know how to create books, not content. I'm not talking about writing content. I'm talking about writing books, creating books, crafting books, bringing them alive, getting rid of the deal breakers, doing the line edits so that the words pop off the page, but it's still the author's words and it's still the author's intent and perspective. This takes a definite level of skill that the average writer does not understand. So how do I get paid? I get paid up front, not necessarily in one lump sum up front, but I get paid before I finish the project. I take a deposit, and then I usually take a monthly payment until I'm done. Most of the other professionals I know do exactly the same way. We used to get paid half up front and half on delivery, but that's not realistic in today's world. When I do a project, I work intimately with the client. I'm going to send them every chapter I write. They're going to send back to me everything they want to change, add, take out, correct, whatever it is. It goes back and forth on every chapter. And then I move to the next chapter. We do that all the way through the book. So this is a very intricate, long-term project. If I'm going to do, for instance, a memoir, that's going to take between 6 to 9 months, just like any other novel and any other memoir, any other narrative nonfiction. I can afford to get paid half up front and half on delivery. I take it on a monthly basis, and like I say, I take credit cards because this is 2014, and that's what professionals do. That's not what people who are trying to do work on the side do, and it's not what people who are writers and are just trying to make some money and don't really know the intricacies of ghostwriting do, but it's what professional ghostwriters do.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.